Hi, I'm Selena Layden. I'm the Assistant Director for Training for VCU-ACE. Welcome to our Ask the Expert series. Today I have with me Teresa Kogar. She is going to be talking about providing choices with us today. Last month we talked about antecedent-based interventions, we talked about routines, we talked about visual supports, and today specifically we're going to talk about providing choices. So Teresa, can you tell me what it means to provide students with choices?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think providing students with choices means to allow them the opportunity to make decisions throughout the day that they may not have had the chance to do before. So making decisions like, what am I going to wear to school today? Who am I going to eat lunch with? What am I going to have at snack today? What is my workload going to look like? And do I have any opportunities to have a chance to say what that's going to look like for me? For instance, you may have math on the student's schedule, and you can have the opportunity to say to the student, would you like to do subtraction problems first or word problems? That gives the student the opportunity to have the choice and actually the ownership to say, hey, maybe I'd like to do subtraction problems first. So the student feels more comfortable and in control of having the opportunity to say, hey, I'm having some ownership in what I'm doing here, and it helps the student. So many times as educators, we control or make so many decisions for our students just because that's the nature of who we are as educators, as well as parents and guardians. So we really need to take a step back and say, how are we going to help our students advocate for themselves in the future by making choices, which is going to help them long term.
Great. You talked about this a little bit, but can you really tell us why is it so important for students to be able to make choices?
I think there's many reasons, but I think one of the very important reasons is it helps students really stay in control. Many of our students have interfering behaviors because they're trying to obtain or get something. So helping them make choices throughout the day can help them remain in control. So it helps them have ownership and make purposeful and meaningful decisions about what's going on throughout their day. So that way it lessens their anxiety and helps them feel in control of what's going on. I think the other important thing about why it's important to teach them choices, it helps express themselves as individuals. That way we get to know more about their strengths and their preferences, and we can build that educational profile for them as they're going along their educational career, especially as we're talking about transition down the road. We get to know more about that student. We can build those strengths and interests through their choices into their academic learning, and we can really help the student feel more confident and in control.
Great. So if I'm a teacher and I want to start having more time built in to let my students make choices, what are some tips that you could give me?
I think number one is look at your schedule. Decide where you can fit choice making into your schedule. Start small. If you're really starting with choice making, the great thing is to look at where you have routines built into your schedule. That's really going to help the student because they already are comfortable with the routine. So say you have snack time. Go ahead and give those choices within that snack time. The student already knows that routine, and so they'll already feel comfortable about what's going on in that setting, so you can give some choices there. Start small. Start with those 2 choices and then go ahead and add 3, add 4. Remember that it takes time. Sometimes the student hasn't developed the skill of choice making, so you have to teach that skill. And also remember, no matter the age or the ability level of the student, it's really important. There are older students who have not been taught choice making or haven't had that opportunity. So don't assume that because they're an older student or higher on the spectrum that they have that ability or that skill. I think the other thing is to really know the mode of communication that the student uses, whether that's pictures, objects, or words, and to use that when you're presenting choices. Again, going back to that math example, even if that student is on object level, you can use manipulatives, so you're working on counting. You can present the numbers or a book on counting. So present those choices, whether it's objects, words. And the other thing that I like, just when I was a teacher myself, is to actually start building a choice board for students. So you can individualize the choice board for students. Maybe I had Selena's choice board. So that when you start making choices, I can put those things, whether it's objects, pictures, or words, on your own individual choice board. So I can start showing you what your choices are, but I can also start to show the people around you, your parents, your teachers, paraprofessionals, the things that you like, so that we can start building those into your educational curriculum.
Great. Teresa, thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Yeah.
If you want more information about the topic that we've talked about or about other topics, please visit our website at www.vcuautismcenter.org. Thank you.